As the last traces of snow melt away, new life begins to emerge. Tiny green shoots push through the earth, flowers bloom in vibrant colors, and animals stir, slowly waking from the long winter rest. This beautiful transition from winter into spring is a time of renewal and rebirth, not only for nature but for us too. Just as the earth sheds its winter layers, we too can release the heaviness of the colder months. Here in Canada, where I live, the chill of winter still lingers in the air, but the signs of spring are beginning to show. It's a reminder that even in the coldest moments, change is always on the horizon. Today, we are going to embrace this season of transition with a gentle, mindful practice. We'll start by crocheting a cozy sleep mask, a simple calming project to help you unwind, and then gradually transition into a short Yoga Nidra practice to help you release tension and awaken to the fresh, rejuvenating energy of spring. So let's get started. For this project, you would need yarns. I've taken acrylic yarns. You can take any yarn of your choice. Then you would need scissors, needle and a hook. I've taken 4mm hook for this project. Each yarn will have a recommended crochet hook size to be used with it depending on the yarn weight, but I usually ignore these recommendations and go with what feels right for me. But yes, you need to remember one thing, that if you use a smaller crochet hook, then it will result in tighter, denser fabric and a smaller finished project. But 4mm worked for this project for me. So we'll start by making a slip knot. Wrap the yarn around your 3 fingers to form an X on top of your hand. Now, take your hook and slide your hook under the bottom strand and grab the top strand. Pull the top strand through the bottom strand to create a loop. Tighten the loop by pulling both ends of the yarn. Let me do it again for you. So, take your yarn, wrap it around your 3 fingers to form an X on top of your hand. Slide your hook under the bottom strand and grab the top strand and pull it through the bottom strand to create a loop. Now tighten the loop by pulling both ends of the yarn. So here you have your slip knot. Okay, let's learn to do a chain stitch. Grasp the long end of the yarn, catch the yarn with the hook and pull it through the slip knot loop. This makes your first chain. So yarn over and pull through. So wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through the loop. Wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through the loop. You will continue doing this until you have made 17 stitches. So yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. So let's do our 17 chain stitches and then I'll tell you what to do next. So now we have 17 chain stitches. So skip the first stitch from the hook and into the second stitch do 2 single crochets. So insert your hook into the second stitch. Pull the yarn through the loop, yarn over and pull through both the loops. We'll do one more single crochet into the same stitch. And now we are going to do 14 single crochets. Insert the hook, pull the yarn through the loop, yarn over and pull through both the loops. And in the end, you will do 2 single crochets together and then chain 1 and turn your work. Now let's begin row 2. Now again, in the first stitch, you're going to do 2 single crochets and then 16 single crochets evenly, and in the end 2 single crochets. Okay, so let's do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Insert your hook, pull the yarn through the loop, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on the hook. Let's do 1 more single crochet in the same stitch, and then we'll do 16 single crochets evenly, and in the last stitch we'll do 2 single crochets. Okay, so now we've reached the end. We did 2 single crochets, and now chain 1 and turn your work. Now we'll do 2 single crochets again, so now we're going to do 18 single crochets evenly, and in the end, in the last stitch, we'll do 2 single crochets. And then 18 single crochets evenly. And in the end, 2 single crochets and then chain 1. One more single crochet, chain 1 and turn. So row 4, in the first stitch we're going to do 2 single crochets and then 20 single crochets, and in the end 2 single crochets together in the same stitch. So 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 20 single crochets, and then in the end 2 single crochets in the last stitch. So in total there will be 24 single crochets in this row. So don't pull things too tight. Try to use natural tension, but sometimes if it gets loose, you can always tighten. So continue doing single crochets in the 20 stitches. So we've reached now the last stitch of this row. So we'll be doing 2 single crochets in this stitch, one more, and chain 1 and turn your work. So row 5 and 6 will remain same. You'll single crochet across, and there will be 24 single crochets in both row 5 and 6. It is always good to keep counting your stitches. So let's do single crochets all across. So rows 5 and 6 are the same. So this is the end of row 5. Now chain 1 and turn your work. Now row 6 starts. As we crochet, let's try to stay present with each stitch. While your hands follow the yarn, gently allow your breath to match the rhythm of your movements, slow and steady. There's no need to force the breath, just let it flow naturally as you work. So now we've reached the end of row 6, and so far our sleep mask looks like this. Now chain 1 and turn your work. Now we'll start row 7. So 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 22 single crochets, and in the end 2 single crochets in the last stitch. So in total there will be 26 single crochets in this row. So that's the end of row 7. Chain 1 and turn. So rows 8 and 9 will also be same as chain 5 and 6 were, but they'll have 26 single crochets across. So let's begin row 8 and do 26 single crochets. That's the end of row 8 and start of row 9. Try to stay present with each stitch. And allow your breath to match the rhythm of your movements. So row 9 will also have 26 single crochets. Try to stay present. If you find your mind wandering, gently return to the sensation of the yarn between your fingers and the calming motion of your hands. Now we've reached the end of row 9. Our sleep mask is taking shape. So how does it look so far? Good? So we'll take a crochet flex break now. Start by stretching your fingers wide and then gently make a fist with both hands, squeezing lightly. Stretch your fingers wide, make them into a fist, helping to release any tension in your hands and fingers. Repeat this a couple of times. Now imagine you're playing a piano. Move your fingers one at a time, lifting and lowering them in a fluid, controlled motion. This will loosen up your fingers and help with any stiffness. Now we'll stretch our fingers backwards. Gently hold the fingers of one hand with the other and bend them back just slightly to stretch the forearms and wrists. Hold for breath and then switch to the other hand. It's time for some wrist rolls. So make your hands into a fist and roll your wrist in gentle circles, one way and then the other. This will release any tightness from the repetitive motion of crocheting. Finally, clasp your hands together, interlocking your fingers and roll your wrists again. This is a great way to finish off the stretches and help keep your hands feeling relaxed and mobile. Now that we have stretched and reset our hands, we are ready to return to our crochet project. Let's bring our attention back to the rhythm of the yarn and the soothing flow of our breath as we continue creating something beautiful. The mask already looks pretty to me. So let's start with row 10A. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're going to do 10 single crochets and then 2 single crochet together, and we'll leave the remaining stitches unworked for now. Okay? So 10 single crochets, and then I'll tell you how to do 2 single crochets together. So now we'll be doing single crochet 2 together. Now we're going to leave the remaining stitches unworked for now. Chain 1 and turn over. Now we'll begin row 11A. So chain 1, turn and single crochet across. So you'll be doing 11 single crochets. So now we've reached the end, chain 1 and turn your work. Now we'll start doing row 12A. So we'll do single crochet 2 together, insert your hook yarn over, pull through, you have 2 loops, insert the hook again in the next stitch, yarn over, you have 3 loops on your hook, pull through all the 3, and that's how you do a single crochet 2 together. Now we'll do 7 single crochets, and in the last 2 stitches single crochet 2 together. So in total there will be 9 single crochets. So chain 1, turn your work, and now we'll do single crochet 2 together, and then 5 single crochets, and then single crochet 2 together in the end. So in total there will be 7 single crochets in this row. Chain 1, turn your work, now row 14A. So single crochet 2 together, 3 single crochets evenly, single crochet 2 together, so in total there will be 5 single crochets. So we've reached the end of row 4A, and this is how our mask looks. Now we're going to work on the other side. So just pull your yarn through the loop and break it off. Pull the yarn to secure. And now we're going to work on the other side. So take your mask, and now we're going to rejoin the yarn. So back at the last stitch you worked in row 10A, skip 2 stitches, and here is where we're going to join our yarn. So take the yarn and hold the bigger end along with the mask and pull the smaller end through the stitch, and here you have a loop. Now we're going to do row 10B. So chain 1, turn your work, and we'll do single crochet 2 together and 10 single crochet, so there'll be in total 11 single crochets in this row. So single crochet 2 together, that's single crochet 2 together, and then 10 single crochet across. Chain 1, turn your work, and now we'll begin row 11B. In this row you're going to be doing 11 single crochets. So basically row 10B until row 14B would be same as row 11A to row 14A. So you're going to repeat the rows from 10A until 14A. It's same. So now we've reached the end of row 11B. Now from rows 12B until 14B, you'll have to repeat rows 12A until 14A. So the instructions are the same. So chain 1, turn your work, and as in row 12A, where you did 2 single crochet, single crochet 2 together and 7 single crochets, and then in the end single crochet 2 together. So the rows would be same as 12A until 14A. So repeat that. Now we've reached 13B. So start 13B, which is going to be single crochet 2 together, 5 single crochets, and then in the end single crochet 2 together. So 17 single crochets. Now the last row, single crochet 2 together, 3 single crochets and single crochet 2 together. So in total 5 single crochets. So here we have our mask ready. So our mask looks good like this also, but I prefer to give it a border because it looks neater like that. So we'll give a border. You can take a screenshot of this chart, and when you're working in the outer edge, to maintain the curve you'll have to put in creases, and you will notice your piece ruffling if you make too many increases. So do follow the chart. So we're just going to do single crochets all around. So you'll see that when working across the top and bottom, we do 1 single crochet per stitch, but when working in the outer edges, to maintain the curve, you'll have to put increases. So do follow the chart. So we are done making the border, and this is how the mask looks right now. Now we'll be making the strap. To make the strap, pick a spot somewhere in the middle and we'll make a chain. So we'll join the yarn by making a slip stitch. So insert the hook, take your yarn, now pull it through the stitch, take the bigger end, yarn over, pull through, and now we're going to make chain stitches. Chain as many as you need to fit. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. I've already shown you how to do chain stitches, so continue doing that. Okay, so now I've reached the length I wanted, so I'm going to join it on the other side by making a slip stitch. So, or I think I'm going to make a few more stitches before I join. I think this should be good enough to fit me. So insert the hook, and pull the yarn through the stitch and through the loop. Now chain 1, and we start single crocheting in the top loops all the way to the back. to make it thicker. I prefer my strap to be thicker. You can just slip stitch and break off the yarn, and your strap is done. But I prefer slightly thicker strap, so I'm going to do single crochet all the way to the back. Now I've reached the end, and on the other side I'm going to insert the hook and make a slip stitch and break off the yarn. So our mask is ready. There you go. It looks so pretty. So it's time to make the eyes. We'll be making these cute eyes now. So I'll take a chalk and draw the eyes. Make them slightly darker. Take your needle and the green yarn and thread your needle with it. Now take your mask and take the needle through the mask, and now take the needle all the way to the back, pulling it through. Now come up at stitch length and pull the needle all the way through. Now take your needle down to the end of the first stitch and pull it through. And you'll repeat this all around. You can work in any direction, whether you are a right-handed person or a left-handed. This is called back stitch. So you come up at stitch length and pull the needle all the way through, and then you take your needle down to the end of the previous stitch and pull it through. So that is how you will work around the line which we have drawn. So here we are. Both the eyes are done, and so are the eyelashes. Now we're going to weave in these loose ends. So again, take a needle, thread the needle with any of the end, and now we're going to just take the end back in through the stitches so that it gets weaved in and they're secured. So we are done with the mask. Doesn't it look beautiful? So now we'll ease into a short Yoga Nidra practice, a practice of conscious rest, where the body sleeps but the mind remains aware. Find yourself a comfortable place. Lay down your mat. You can bring in a pillow, folded blanket to put under your head, and a cushion or bolster which you can put underneath your knees, like I'm doing, to help release your lower back. And Yoga Nidra would be practiced in Shavasana. So lay in your sleep mask and lie back down. As you settle into Shavasana, bring your awareness to the spaces between your body and the earth beneath you. Invite your body to soften and rest. As you begin to surrender into relaxation, notice the spaces between your body and the earth beneath you becoming smaller and smaller. Your body relaxed, lying on the floor. Now bring about a feeling of inner relaxation in the whole body. Concentrate on the body and become aware of the importance of complete stillness. Develop your awareness of the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes and mentally repeat the mantra Om. Complete stillness and complete awareness of the whole body. Again, Om. Repeat it. Continue your awareness of the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Become aware of the fact that you are going to practice Yoga Nidra. Say mentally to yourself, I am aware. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. Repeat this to yourself again. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. At this moment, you should make your resolve or sankalpa. Don't hold the resolve as a future possibility, but instead plant the seed in a present tense statement as an existing reality. So instead of saying, I hope to heal, I hope to quit smoking, or get rid of my headache, you can say, I'm whole, I'm happy, I'm healed. The resolve will have to be very simple. Try to discover one naturally. And say this short positive statement in a simple language 3 times with awareness, feeling and emphasis. The resolve you make during Yoga Nidra is bound to come true in your life. Repeat this resolve quietly and internally to yourself 3 times. We will now begin a rotation of awareness. All you have to do is allow your awareness to follow my voice as I guide you from point to point within your body. You will transfer your awareness swiftly to different parts of your physical body while remaining still. Allow your mind to quickly transition from part to part. Please stay alert but do not strain to follow my voice. Try not to focus too hard as it may prevent you from relaxing. This should be a relaxing journey through the different parts of your body. Think of the part of the body or see it in your mind's eye, whichever you find easier, but make sure not to actually move the part of your body being mentioned. At any point, if you feel uncomfortable, you should sit up and open your eyes. Now become aware of the right hand. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Become aware of your palm, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now become aware of your back. Bring your awareness to your back and become aware of the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the right hip, the left hip, the spine, the whole back together. Now bring your awareness to the front of your body. Go to the top of the head, the forehead, both sides of the head, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the chin, the throat, the right chest, the left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, the abdomen. Now bring your awareness to the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg. Now both the legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, buttocks, spine, shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and front, together, the whole of the head, the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. Please do not sleep. No sleeping, no movement. The whole body on the floor, Become aware of your body lying on the floor. Your body is lying on the floor. See your body laying perfectly still on the floor in your room. Visualize this image in your mind. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Follow the gentle tide of your breath without altering it. Envision your breath as a golden light flowing up and down your spinal column. With your inhale, the golden light flows from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And with your exhale, it flows from the crown of the head back down to the tailbone. Stay with your breath as it flows up and down your spinal column, golden, vibrant, radiant. Now listen to the soft sound of your breath and how it sounds like so hum. You will hear the sound so as you inhale and hum when you exhale. Try to focus on this sound of your breath and feel it moving through you easily without any effort. Hear the sound so as you inhale and hum when you exhale. Focus on the sound of your breath and feel it moving through you easily without any effort. Leave your breathing and we now come to visualization. A number of different things will be named and you should try to develop a vision of them on all levels: feeling, awareness, emotion, imagination, as best you can. If you are able to find this vision, your relaxation is complete for the time being. And if you are not able to, then you need a little more practice. Burning candle, burning candle, burning candle. Endless desert, endless desert, endless desert. Snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains. Waves crashing on the shore, waves crashing on the shore, waves crashing on the shore. Sunrise, sunrise, sunrise. Walking on wet sand, walking on wet sand, walking on wet sand. Sunset and birds fluttering everywhere, sunset and birds fluttering everywhere, sunset and birds fluttering everywhere. Lush green mountains, lush green mountains, lush green mountains. Radiant moon, radiant moon, radiant moon. A beautiful tulip garden, beautiful tulip garden, beautiful tulip garden. A beautiful waterfall, a beautiful waterfall, a beautiful waterfall. Torrential rain, torrential rain, torrential rain. Mount Fuji, cherry blossoms, Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms, Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms. Now is the time to repeat your resolve. Repeat the same resolve that you made at the beginning of the practice. Do not change it. Repeat the resolve 3 times with full awareness and feeling. Relax all efforts now and draw your mind outside and become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the natural breath, awareness of the whole body, and awareness of breathing. Your body is lying totally relaxed on the floor. You are breathing quietly and slowly. Develop awareness of your body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes and say mentally in your mind, Om. Repeat Om mentally to yourself twice more. Become aware of the floor and the position of your body lying on the floor. Visualize the room around you. Become aware of your surroundings. Lie quietly for some time and keep your eyes closed. When you are sure that you are wide awake, start moving your body and sit up slowly. Bring your hands together into Namaste and we'll say Om 3 more times. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. You can remove your eye mask. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Hari Om Tat Sat.